What's going on, crypto crew? Sean's coming back at you, another cryptocurrency video. Exciting day today. We'll tell you why here in a second. Make sure you watch it all the way to the end. This video is about MicroStrategy. Before we get to any of that, make sure you check us out at Bitcoin Bros 101. Once again, we got the learning for you, the ebooks, the crash courses, all of our social links. If you want to join our premium Patreon, go ahead and do so. Our ebooks right here, you can get the instant download. Without further ado, getting straight into it, MicroStrategy is at new all-time highs. If you look here, let's clean up this chart. We got a lot going on. Forgive us because we just looking at this chart, analyzing it, see what we see. But look at this. MicroStrategy has broke out of this range. And where's our range? Let's get our horizontal here. See this purple line? MicroStrategy has broken out of this. And it looks like we could be within the depths of a third leg. If you look at the Elliott waves on the macro, you guys watch this channel, you guys are already familiar with what we're about to show you, but let's just recap this really quick. Let's get out our Elliott wave sequence, and we're going to see this is leg 1 here, this is leg 2, and then this is leg 3 that we are in right now. We're going to see a 4th leg pullback, and then we're going to see a 5th leg blow off top. How high will this go? Time will tell. We got wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 what we're in, pull back to wave 4, and then wave 5. So we see it could be playing out something like this. If we zoom into all this price action, look at the second leg pulled back. It didn't invalidate the structure because it didn't pull back as far as the base. And right now we're in this third leg, and we are in the last part of the third leg. So right now, we could be seeing this wave 1, 2, this could be wave 3, then wave 4 pullback, and wave 5. No one knows how high all this is going to go. Everything is speculative until this happens, but then we'll get that 4th leg pullback. But MicroStrategy definitely looks extremely bullish right now. And a lot of people aren't really understanding the MicroStrategy trade. Why is this important? Now, there is a downside. MicroStrategy is centralized. We've told you this before. Michael Saylor, if he gets arrested, if he dies, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but you have to be aware of what happens if Michael Saylor is no longer the CEO of this company. We don't foresee that happening, but that's the risk in traditional finance. It's centralized. There's always that one thing that could happen, that gray swan event that could cause the market to tank. But if all that stays intact, everything looks bullish. This is what we see at the price action. You want to see what the open starts at. There is some opportunities here. Not sure if you guys are doing call options. We don't suggest that. That's high risk. If you haven't did it before, we suggest not to sort of dip and dab. You can just buy and hodl. Not saying don't buy Bitcoin. Always have the underlying asset, because you have to understand what Michael Saylor is actually doing. Michael Saylor is selling MicroStrategy shares to buy Bitcoin. And what that's doing is pumping up the MicroStrategy price. So there's an opportunity there to ride that wave, but still owning the underlying asset. Bitcoin is still the hardest money. It's still fully decentralized. No one governing body controls it and can shut it off or turn it down. And this is what, Bitcoin Bros been preaching this for years, but here's an opportunity. If you haven't bought any MicroStrategy, if you have an investment account, an IRA, a 401k, any type of investment account, you can get some diversification into this. Bitcoin Bros have done this, but we're not FOMOing in, throwing the whole house at MicroStrategy. You just got to have some type of diversification. Why? Take a look at this here, mstr-tracker.com. Right here, it shows you the current MSTR metrics. So this is the MSTR to Bitcoin price ratio. You can look at this here, and you can also look at this price chart. We'll take a look at this in a second. But then the NAV premium, 2.733x. What does this number mean? This is a very important number. Then Bitcoin per share. So every share you get 0.001245 Bitcoin. So this is something definitely important to pay attention to. Why? This NAV. We'll look at that in a second, but let's first look at the MicroStrategy Bitcoin price chart. And look at this MicroStrategy Bitcoin price chart. This has broken out of this bull pennant. This is a bull pennant. This bull pennant definitely broke out to the upside. Where's technical target? Let's just draw our lines out here. We'll see this, and technical target is up here, and we'll pull this up. We're not quite up there yet. We have some time to outpace Bitcoin. This will go has another 80 to 85% of what we could go into the upside to outpace Bitcoin before this potentially cools off. This outpacing, remember, this NAV premium, 2.733. So this means for every $1 Bitcoin moves, Microstrategy theoretically moves $2.733. So there's a 2.73x multiple on every dollar Bitcoin moves. Why is this important to understand? The current time it's recording, Bitcoin's coming in at 62,468. So what if Bitcoin goes up to $100,000? A lot of people have been waiting for the $100,000 threshold, and Bitcoin bros believe that could be in the cards for Bitcoin. So let's just mark this off. Let's get our horizontal line out again, and let's get the $100,000 threshold. Okay, there's the $100,000 threshold, this purple line. Where we are right now, appreciation from 62,000 would be about a 60% move to the upside for Bitcoin to hit that $100,000 threshold. So if Bitcoin goes up 60%, mind you, the price action is going to be moving up as well. MicroStrategy is a levered Bitcoin play. So when Bitcoin is doing this to get up to that $100,000 threshold, MicroStrategy is going to be doing this as well, but faster. So going back to this NAV, 2.733x. So for every dollar Bitcoin goes up, remember, MicroStrategy goes up a multiple of 2.733x. So percent-wise, 60% move, that means MicroStrategy will move 2.733x times of that. So what does that look like? Okay, so we have Bitcoin having a 60% move and multiply that by 2.733x. You're looking at 163.98, we'll say 164% move for MicroStrategy. So what's that look like? So Bitcoin at 100,000, how high could MicroStrategy go? So 164% move from where we are right now. Let's get out our price range. From where we are, we closed around 212. So 164% move to the upside. That would put us at a $560 MicroStrategy. Now, what if this was the play? What if MicroStrategy was getting ready to make this play over the next few months to get up to this $560 MicroStrategy? Would that be the peak? Potentially not. When Bitcoin hits 100K, this is a very huge psychological level. Is it going to blast through it, or are we going to get a rejection and retracement in a higher low? This could be what's in the cards, a higher low, before Bitcoin comes back up at it and flips resistance to support to have a continuation to the upside. Now, MicroStrategy could come up and hit this target. This target was 164% move, about $560, and then we could get that fourth leg pullback, and that pullback could come all the way back down to here, and then we get that ultimate blow off top towards the end of 2025. It might not necessarily play out in this same fashion, but you guys get the picture. If we have a blow off top by the end of next year, we could see $1,000 plus MicroStrategy price. I know that's hard for a lot of people to wrap their minds around, but this could be what is about to happen, because once again, you have to pay attention to this premium. Now, the numbers we just gave you, the 2.733, that's present day. MicroStrategy post markets at 211, Bitcoin's at 62.3K at the current time it's recording. Now, when this happens, when this move happens, when Bitcoin is stair-stepping its way up to 100K, who's to say MicroStrategy's premium, NAV premium, doesn't increase? This could increase to 3, 3.5, 4, 5. So the number we gave you was extremely conservative, being around $550. If that NAV increases, this price target's going to increase. It could actually come and hit this top and hit $900 before it comes back down and comes back up. MicroStrategy is a huge levered Bitcoin play. Having no exposure won't be doing you any good long term. And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. Have you guys got into the MicroStrategy trade? Do you understand the importance of what this NAV premium is? Once again, we're not saying sell it all and get MicroStrategy. You can just have some diversification to your Bitcoin holdings is all we're saying. With that, that's all I have for you today, and I'm out.